Assalamu alaikum students. I hope all of you are fine and doing good. Okay students, today we are going to do the grammar work. Okay, so all of you keep your grammar books with you and the boys keep your cameras on. Don't open your books first, I have to explain. Please look at the slides carefully and note down the important points in rough copy. Okay, all the boys keep your cameras on. Okay students, today we are going to do pronouns. Okay, all of you know what is a pronoun. Simple definition of pronoun: it is a word which is used in place of a noun. Okay, the word which we use in place of a noun like he, she, it, they, we, us, him, his, her, these are all pronouns. You can see the name pronoun, a word used in place of a noun. Okay, now look at the example. Zan is my class fellow. He is very humble. Now, I haven't written Zan is my class fellow. Zan is very humble. Zan is very intelligent. Zan lives near to my house. I have used the pronoun he for Zan. Zan is a noun, so I have used the pronoun he for Zan. In this sentence, he is a pronoun. It is used in place of noun Zan. Clear, students? During the class, I will ask you different definitions, so keep the definitions in your mind. Now students, personal pronoun. Personal pronoun means the pronoun which we are used for ourselves. Okay, for person. There are three types of personal pronouns: first person, second person, and third person. Okay, a first person means the person who is speaking. Right now, who is speaking? I am speaking. Which pronoun I'm going to use for myself? Obviously, I. Okay? So, first person means the person who is speaking. For example, if Rian is speaking, he will be the first person. If Rohan is speaking, he will be the first person. If Miss Sobia is speaking, she is the first person. Okay? The storyteller. You must have read in storybooks. This story is written in the first person pronoun. First person pronouns means I and we. Second person, the person spoken to, the person to whom we are speaking. Like for example, if I'm asking you a question, students, have you done your homework? So which pronoun I'm going to use? You and your. Have you done your homework? is is this your work? Have you completed your assignment? Okay, what are you doing? Why are you talking? So which pronoun I'm using? You and your. Third person, the person spoken of, it means the person who is not present at the moment. Please wait a second. So the person spoken of means the person who is not present at the moment. Okay, for example, why were you absent yesterday? What is she doing? Okay, where are they going? When we are referring to persons spoken of, okay, that is known as a third person pronoun. So students, I've told you about pronoun. Pronoun is a word which is used in place of a noun. The first type of pronoun is personal pronoun. First person, second person, third person. First person means the person who is speaking. Second person, person spoken to. Third person, person spoken of. Now, use of pronoun it. Mostly, I hope that you people might be knowing about it, that when we use the pronoun it. So some of the uses of it are, we use it to refer to non-living objects. Obviously the things, it is a chair, it is a table, it is my pen, it is your desk, it is my house. house, pen, desk, table, chair. They're all non-living objects, non-living things. So we use the pronoun it to refer to non-living objects. Got it? Okay. In storybooks, mostly for animals, we are using he or she. But we use it for animals if we don't know about the gender of animal. Like if the animal is male or female, it drinks milk. We don't know okay, what we are talking about. A male animal or a female animal. Sometimes we use it for a small child if the gender of the child is not known, like a baby. Okay, baby can be a female or a male. Okay, so hold the baby or else it will get hurt. 1 second, Ahmed Raza. जी बेटा. Yes, Ahmed Raza.
मिस एनिमल्स के लिए तो सिर्फ 80 यूज नहीं होता.
So, Ahmed, why are you speaking in Urdu? Ahmed, generally we use it for animals, but nowadays in storybooks, in obviously your Oxford Progressive English stories also, we use he or she for animals if we know that the particular animal is a male or female. But if we are just referring to animal in general, then we use it for animals. Okay, grammatically in the start we use only it for animals, but nowadays we are also using he or she for animals. Okay, okay, Ahmed. Now students, we use it to show weather condition. It is pleasant today, it is 6 o'clock, it is hot, it is cloudy. Like today it was cloudy in the morning, it was raining. Okay, so we use it to refer to weather conditions, to refer to time. It is 2 o'clock, it's too late, I have to go, things like that. Now students, the second type of pronoun is possessive pronouns. Possessive. Possessive shows ownership, possession. The house is mine, the book is yours, the school is his, the house is hers, the books are theirs. Okay, so these are all possessive pronouns: his, mine, hers, theirs, and ours. Okay, now remember the difference between possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. It's extremely important to understand the difference. Ruhan, I'm speaking very loudly. Please check your mics. Okay. Possessive pronouns are different from possessive adjectives. Why? Because all of you know that adjectives qualify noun. We put adjectives before a noun. So possessive adjectives are placed before a noun, but possessive pronouns are placed after a noun or at the end of a sentence. For example, this is my book. The noun is book and possessive word is my. But why I have said it is an adjective? Because we have put my before the noun. If we are putting the pronoun, the word before a noun, it is a possessive adjective. But if I say the book is mine, here I have put it at the end, okay, as an object. So it is a possessive pronoun. It is his cat. Cat is a noun and I have put his before cat. So it is a possessive adjective. The cat is his. Here I have put it at the end. And so it is a possessive pronoun. So students, please note down the difference. The definition is the same. Possession, possessive pronoun and possessive adjective shows ownership or possession of anything. So possessive pronouns are different from possessive adjectives because adjectives are placed before a noun, but pronouns can be placed at the end. It is not important to put possessive pronouns before the noun, but adjectives always put before a noun. Okay, keep all these points in your mind. Okay, now students, difference between who and whom. Ji Rohan. Yes.
Teacher,
Hmm?
the possessive pronouns always come with adjective, noun, and pronoun.
Please repeat your question, Rohan. I can't hear you clearly. Possessive pronouns are?
You possessive pronouns always come with noun, verb, or adjective.
With nouns. You are talking about nouns, okay? Because pronouns are used in place of nouns and adjectives also qualify noun. So we are putting adjectives before a noun. For example, if you're talking to your friend and you are saying this is my geometry box, so over here my geometry box is a noun and you are saying my geometry box, so my is a possessive adjective, not possessive pronoun. But if you say the geometry box is mine, here you have put it at the end, is mine, so that is a possessive pronoun. Clear? Okay, Rohan? Yes, Ahmad Raza? Yes, Ahmad Raza?
Yes,
What are you asking?
yes. There,
Okay.
there are only two forms of possessive pronouns that are only nouns and adjectives. Excuse me, teacher.
No, beta, possession is used to show ownership. Yes, possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. Okay? We are talking about pronouns, different types of pronouns. So, possessive pronoun, when I was telling you possessive pronoun, it is a type of a pronoun. I was telling its difference. What is the difference between a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun? Okay, now let me complete. Difference between who and whom. Who and whom both are relative pronouns. Both are relative pronouns. But who is used as a subject and whom is used as an object in a sentence. Basically, we put whom with mostly the preposition to. To whom are you talking? Or whom are you talking to? If you remember in class 5, we did it. And we also fill in the blanks in class 5 with who and whom. Who is that boy standing near the pole? Who is knocking at the door? Who is this girl? Okay, anything you can say. You are asking who, if we are using it as a subject. Zen is the boy who is 10 years old. Okay, we are referring to Zen. Whom are you talking to? It is used as a refers to as an object. Whom are you talking to? To whom are you talking? So it refers to as an object. Okay, students. Now reflexive pronouns. We discussed the personal pronoun. Personal pronouns are of three types: first person, second person, third person. Then we talk about possessive pronouns, which shows ownership. Now we are talking about the reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns means from reflection, which refers back to the subject. The pronouns which refer back to the subject. We put self or selves. Remember, self is put with singular pronoun. Selves is put with plural pronoun. Okay? For example, him. Him is one person, so with him we have put self. We can't put himself, herself. No, it's not possible because him, her, it, my, one person. But them, plural. So we will put selves. Our, plural. We will put selves. Now you can see and you look at the example, yourself and yourselves. Why we have put two self as well as selves? Because you and your is used for one person as well as for more than one person. Okay, one second now. For example, if I'm talking to one person, for example, if I'm talking to Rayan, when Rian is telling me, after I'm telling somebody he has done it himself or you have done it yourself, I'm talking about one person. But if I'm referring to all the class, the whole class 6, I'll say you yourselves have completed the assignment, yourselves. Now I'm talking to the whole class, plural. But if I'm talking to one person, like if I'm talking to Rohan, if I'm talking to Fatma, so I'm going to say yourself. So beta, reflexive pronouns, just keep it in your mind. If in the exams I'll give you a question, fill in the blanks with reflexive pronouns. So you keep this thing in your mind that you have to put either self or selves with the pronoun. Got it? 1 second. Yes. Rian, I will discuss relative pronoun right now after a few slides. And okay, reflexive pronouns. Rohan, reflexive pronouns are pronouns which refer back to the subject. We put self or selves. Self with one person, selves with more than one person. Okay? I was saying that him is for one person. So I will put self, himself. Her is also for one person, so herself. Them plural, so selves. Your can be regarded as one person, so self, and more than one person, so selves. Okay, I was giving an example, like if I'm talking to you individually, I will say yourself. Have you done? If I ask you, oh Rohan, have you completed this painting yourself? Okay, so I'm talking to one person. But if I'm talking to the whole class 6, I'll say, oh, have you completed these paintings yourselves? Then I'm going to say yourselves. Got it? So selves means you have to put them with a plural pronoun, not with a singular pronoun. Got it? Okay. Demonstrative pronouns like demonstrative adjectives are the same. This, that, these, those. Very simple. Just keep this thing in your mind that demonstrative pronouns are used to point out at something or someone. This, that, these, those. For example, is this painting yours? Okay, like this. That that bag looks beautiful in this way. Okay, so these are the demonstrative pronouns. Just four in number. This, that, these, and those. Interrogative pronouns are used for asking questions. All of you know better that interrogative refers to question. If there's a question mark at the end of a sentence, it means interrogative. So interrogative pronouns refer for asking a question. What are you talking about? Whom were you talking to? Who is knocking at the door? What, whom, who, whose, which. These are all interrogative pronouns. Now, relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are used to refer back to a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. Like when you are going back to a noun, when you are going back to a noun or a pronoun, we call it relative pronouns. These are 5 in numbers. Who, please note it down. Relative pronouns are 5 in number. Who, whom, whose, which, and that. For example, if I say, this is the purse which was lost yesterday. Now I'm saying this is the purse which was lost yesterday. Which? I'm referring to the purse. Okay? I'm referring back to the noun. And what is the noun? Purse. This is the purse which was lost yesterday. Purse is a non-living object, so I have used which. That is my uncle who went to Canada last year. Now I'm using who and I'm referring back to the subject. Who is the subject? My uncle. Okay, got it, students? So that is my uncle who went to Canada last year. Remember, students, we use who, whose, and whom with human beings, with persons, which and that for non-living objects or animals, and whose is used for people as well as the objects. Vita, please be sure that your internet connection is working properly. Okay. Relative pronouns are referring back to a noun. They are referring back to a noun. Okay. For example, one second, let me explain. For example, if I'm saying this is the painting which was made by Essen. Okay, I'm saying which, and I'm referring to the painting. This is the painting which was made by Essen. He is Mr. Adnan, who is our next door neighbor. We are using who for Mr. Imran. Okay, got it, students? So I'm referring back to Mr. Imran. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Refer back means going back to a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. Now it is clear? Any confusion you can ask me at the end of the lesson. Now next is the last one. Now, after this, I'm going to start asking definitions one by one. Indefinite. Definite means something which is indefinite number, which we know. Indefinite. If we do not know about the identity of a person, like somebody has done this, we don't know. Ali has done this, Ahmad has done this, Yasin has done this, Dan has done this. No, we don't know. We don't know the identity of a person or an object. Something is broken. We don't know, okay, what is broken. Actually, what is broken? Either the glass is broken, or the cup is broken, or the plate is broken. We don't know the identity of a thing. So that is known as indefinite pronoun. Something, somebody, someone, everybody, everyone, each, no one, nobody, nothing. These are all indefinite pronouns because we actually don't know the identity of a person. Everybody attends the party. Everybody, we don't know the name. Okay, we cannot classify the name. Everybody attends the party. Got it, students? Now I will repeat again because I don't want you to be confused. Quickly. Pronoun is a word which is used in place of a noun. Pronoun. It is used in place of a noun. He, she, it, they, we, us, him, her. These are all pronouns. The first type which we discuss is personal pronoun. Personal pronouns refer to three persons. First, second, third. First person who is speaking, second person spoken to, third person spoken of. First person means I, we. Teacher, I am going to the market. First person. Teacher, are we going on the trip? We, first person. What are you talking about? You. You're talking to the second person. For example, Rian and Rohan are talking to each other. So Rohan will say, what are you doing? Why are you taking my copy? Which pronoun you are using? You. Second person. Remember, always remember, keep the examples. This will help you in understanding the concepts. Third person who is not present at the moment, we are just discussing about that person. Like I always ask you students, write the answer questions in third person pronoun. Yes, one more thing, class 6. Please, any previous chapters which you haven't understood, like which you were given during your when we were not having the online classes, like reading emails, summers in my house, any chapter which is not clear to you, please ask me, because our syllabus till midterm is completed now of OPE. Now our reader is left and our grammar is left. So any chapter which we did in summer vacation work, like when we were not having the online classes, please at the end, when I will finish this discussion, at the end you people can send me message, or you can send to the school. They will tell me, and then I can do this chapter in our next classes. Okay, because I don't want you to give bad exams. I want you to give very good exams. And if you have any missing notes, like when I was checking your notebooks, just a few students have completed their notebooks. Make sure that next time when you send your notebooks, these must be completed neat and tidy. Okay. Now, second student, personal pronouns, we did possessive pronouns. I've told you possessive pronouns are used to show possession. The book is yours, the cycle is his, the the house is hers. Okay, like that. Then demonstrative pronouns, I've told you, these are four in number: this, that, these, and those. Okay, that painting looks wonderful. This is my house. Okay, in this way. Now, then we discuss about. Then it was relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are five in number: who, whose, which, that, whom, which refer back to the noun or a pronoun in a sentence. Reflexive pronouns, which refers back to the noun, and we add self or selves with a pronoun: himself, herself, myself, itself, ourselves, themselves. Then we did interrogative pronouns, which are used for asking questions, and indefinite pronouns when we do not know about the identity of a person or any object. Okay, now one by one. G, moment. Moment, what is a pronoun? Please quickly without wasting time. J. Yes, beta, what is a pronoun? Yes, Rian.
Pronoun is used in the place of noun. For example, he, she, and he,
It,
she, and
it,
they.
it, they, we, us, him, so many. Good, Rian. Yes, Imran. Who is Imran Ali? Acha, Rohan. Okay, Rohan.
Yes, dear.
Now, personal pronoun.
Personal pronouns. Teacher, personal pronoun refers to the first, second, and third person
Good,
in any sentences.
good. What is first person means? Who is the first person?
Teacher, the first person is the teller who tells something.
Good,
And the second person
correct.
listen to the first person, and the
Mhm.
third person
Hmm. Who is
and
not
the
present at the
third
moment? No? Spoken of. Person
okay is the
spoken of.
object.
ठीक है. Good. Good,
Teacher,
Rohan. Okay, now wait a 1 second. Well, first let me. Now, Ahmed, you tell me possessive pronouns. Yes, possessive pronouns, Ahmed. Wait, I'm going to ask everybody. So please don't stay silent. You are going to have your exams also, so I don't want you to, like, you can't stay quiet. Yes, Heather. Yes, Heather, possessive pronouns. And why the boys, your cameras are not turned on? Turn on your cameras, please. Heather, unmute your mic. Vita, you're wasting my time and the class time. Okay, Rian. Rian, what are possessive pronouns?
Possessive pronouns are show uh, the possession and the
Hmm.
ownership. Like
Good.
mine,
Hmm.
this is my book, and this is your book.
The book is mine. The book is his. Okay. Good. Good, Rian. And students, I'm just telling you very clearly that I am going to now add marks to those students who speak and who reply. And those students who are not giving any response, they will get 0 number in your exams also. Now, what are reflexive pronouns, Moment? What are reflexive pronouns? Moment, unmute your mic.
Yes, teacher, I have unmuted.
Okay, what are reflexive?
Reflective pronouns are words, teacher, they end in self or self
Correct, correct.
that are
Example.
used when the subject and the possessive.
Examples. Just give me example.
Examples: myself, yourself, himself, herself,
Good, good.
itself, ourselves.
Okay. Okay. Now, beta, Amna Shafiq, what are demonstrative pronouns? Amna Shafiq, what are demonstrative pronouns? We will not start our exercise until you will tell me. Demonstrative pronouns, beta. G. Yes, Rohan.
Teacher, what?
Demonstrative pronouns.
Teacher, the demonstrative pronouns are the nouns that point as at someone or something.
Example.
Example, do you have another pen?
No, no, beta. They are just four in number. This, that, these, those. This book, that pen, this painting. Okay, this, that. Only four in number. You're using to point at someone or something. This, that, these, those. Good try, Rohan. Okay, now relative pronouns and then indefinite, and then we'll start our exercise. Who will tell me relative pronouns? Just give me example of relative pronouns. Relative pronouns refer back to the noun or pronoun in a sentence. Just yes, moment.
Teacher, examples: who, whoever,
Yeah.
whom, and which, when.
Which and that. Who, whose, which, that, and whom. Okay, we use who, whom, and whose for humans, which and that for non-living things and objects and animals.
And
Okay.
teacher, whose.
Hmm. Whose we are
Who.
using for both persons. Like for example, if I'm saying whose book is this, book is a non-living object, but I'm using whose. I'm asking a question. Whose book is this? This is the girl whose mother is in the hospital. I'm referring to the girl, a human being, and I'm using whose for her. Okay. Okay, unless and until you will practice, you have to practice, revise all the definitions, revise all the important concepts. Okay, the last indefinite pronoun. Who will tell me? Please raise your hand. Yes, Umar Noor Shamsi. Indefinite. At least give me definition. Give me example. G. G. Umar Noor Shamsi. Beta, unmute your mic. Okay, Heather Abbas. Hmm. Yes, Ahmad Raza. Unmute your mic, Ahmad. I have unmute. Ji.
This when we don't know about someone's identity, we use
Yeah.
indefinite
Yes.
pronouns like
Yes.
someone, no
Something.
one,
Correct.
something.
Good. 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 Okay. So, beta, indefinite means when you don't know about the identity of any person or an object. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to start our exercise. We have discussed it. Now, students, all of you open your books. Page number is written over here. Exercise A, page
Teacher,
number
workbook.
24. Beta, there is no workbook, grammar book. Okay, grammar book. All of you open your grammar books. Exercise A,
Okay.
page number 24. Exercise A. Fill in the blanks with the pencil so that if you want to erase it and correct it, you can do it. I'm giving you 2 minutes time, 1 minute time. Do it. Page number 24. 24. G, do it, beta. All of you know, for a boy we use he, for a girl we use she. If it is more than one we use they. If it is a non-living object we use it. ठीक है? Okay, yes, Momin. First one. Javeria loves
Javeria loves sports. She could play all the games at school very well.
Good. Javeria loves sports. Javeria is a girl. So which pronoun we use for Javeria? She. She could play all the games at school very well. G. Who will do the next one? Please raise your hand. Nasreen, on the other hand, could sing beautifully and play a number of musical instruments. Yes. Umar Noor Shamsi? Yes, read it. Please repeat. Hmm?
She, on the other hand, could sing beautifully and play a number of musical instruments. They
Hmm? Correct. Correct. They were so different in nature but loved each other a
Them.
lot. Each other. When we are talking about two persons, okay, so we are going to use each other, okay, but they loved each other a lot. Now next. Good, Umar. Please, I want all of you, especially the girls, to participate. It's very important. Yes, Rohan, I've unmuted you.
Their father took an interest in all things.
No. Things is a noun. We have to use a pronoun. Their father took an interest in all they did. They, because we are talking about two girls, Nasreen and Javeria. Okay, so we are going to use they. Their father
Teacher,
took
wait a
an
second.
interest. Hmm?
Teacher, this paragraph is only about two girls.
Yeah, Javeria loves sports. She could play all the games at school very well. We're talking about a family. Nasreen, on the other hand, could sing beautifully and play a number of musical instruments. They were so different in nature but loved each other a lot. Their father took an interest in all they did. Okay, now next blank. Rohan, you can do the next blank. Dash taught them to do.
He taught them to
Yes.
do household chores too.
Chores too, correct. He taught them, because we are talking about the father. For father we use the pronoun he. He taught them to do household chores too, correct. Good. Next. Yes, Ahmed Raza.
Their mother, a doctor, was a busy woman, but she was always present on important occasions.
Very good. Their mother, a doctor, was a busy woman, but she was always present on important occasions. Good. Next, Rayan.